Hello, wonderful kids, and welcome back to Mimi Kids. It's so great to see all your bright and shining faces here with us today. Are you ready for another amazing story adventure? I know I am. Today, we're going to meet a very special friend named Sammy, and he has a super important lesson to share with all of us. So get comfy, open up your ears, and let's dive right into the wonderful world of learning. Sammy was a boy with a backpack full of crayons and a heart full of sunshine. More than anything, he loved going to school. He loved the bright yellow bus, the cheerful sound of the school bell, and playing tag with his friends during recess. His classroom was a magical place, filled with colorful posters, endless books, and the kindest teacher, Mrs. Davis. One sunny Tuesday morning, Mrs. Davis gathered all the students on the big, fluffy rug at the front of the classroom. "Good morning, my little explorers," she said with a warm smile. "Today, we are going on an exciting journey into the world of numbers. We're going to learn how to add big numbers together." She held up some colorful blocks and began to explain. But Sammy wasn't quite on the number journey. A little blue butterfly was fluttering just outside the window, dancing between the flowers. Sammy's eyes followed the butterfly, his mind drifting away from the classroom. He imagined flying with the butterfly over green fields and sparkling rivers. He was so busy daydreaming about his butterfly adventure that he didn't hear a single word Mrs. Davis said about adding the colorful blocks. He missed the entire lesson. Later that day, Mrs. Davis handed out a worksheet. It was filled with math problems. Sammy looked at the first question, 15/7 equals. His mind went completely blank. He looked at the numbers, but they looked like squiggly lines. He couldn't remember what to do. He felt a little knot of worry tighten in his tummy. He tried to guess, but he knew his answers were wrong. The other kids around him were busy writing, their pencils scratching away. Sammy felt his cheeks turn red. Sitting next to him was his best friend, a clever and kind girl named Lily. Lily noticed Sammy looking sad and confused. She leaned over and whispered, "What's wrong, Sammy? You look stuck." Sammy sighed, pointing to his paper. "I don't get it," he mumbled. Mrs. Davis was talking, but I was watching a butterfly. Now I don't know how to do any of these problems. He felt a bit embarrassed to admit he hadn't been paying attention. Lily gave him a gentle, understanding smile. "Oh, I see," she said softly. "You know, Sammy, my grandma always says that our teachers are like gardeners and our brains are like little gardens. When we listen to our teachers, it's like we're letting them plant seeds of knowledge in our minds." Sammy looked at Lily, curious. "Seeds of knowledge." He repeated, "Yes." Lily nodded enthusiastically. "And respecting our teachers means giving them our full attention so those seeds can grow. When you listen carefully, the seeds sprout into understanding, and that helps you become smarter and more confident. Learning is like giving your brain a superpower." Lily's words were like a little light bulb turning on in Sammy's head. He had never thought about it that way before. He realized that Mrs. Davis wasn't just talking. She was trying to give him a gift of knowledge. And by not listening, he had closed the gift box without even looking inside. He felt silly for choosing to watch the butterfly instead of learning the new, exciting math skill. The next morning, Sammy walked into school with a new plan. He decided he was going to be the best listener in the entire class. He was going to let Mrs. Davis plant as many knowledge seeds as she wanted in his garden brain. When it was time for the math lesson again, Sammy sat right at the front of the rug, his eyes fixed on Mrs. Davis. This time, she was teaching them about subtraction using pictures of yummy cookies. "If we have 10 cookies," she said, holding up a drawing, "and we eat 3, how many are left?" Sammy listened to every single word. He watched how she crossed out 3 cookies. He counted the ones that were left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It all made perfect sense. He felt a little thrill of excitement. This wasn't confusing at all. It was actually fun, like solving a puzzle. He imagined his brain garden and a tiny green sprout popping up from the ground. After the lesson, Mrs. Davis gave them another worksheet. Sammy looked at the first problem. 10 to 3 equals. He smiled. He knew this. He confidently wrote down the number 7. He went on to the next problem, and the next. Each time he solved one, he felt that little sprout of knowledge in his mind grow a bit taller and stronger. He finished the whole sheet without any trouble. Then Mrs. Davis walked around the room, looking at everyone's work. She stopped by Sammy's desk and looked at his paper. A big, proud smile spread across her face. "Sammy, this is wonderful," she exclaimed. "You've answered every single question correctly. I'm so proud of you." Sammy's heart swelled with happiness. It felt even better than watching 100 butterflies. He had done it. He had learned something new all by himself, just by listening. Later, Mrs. Davis asked the class, "Who can tell me what 9 minus 4 is?" Before he could even think about it, Sammy's hand shot straight up into the air. He couldn't wait to share what he knew. "Mrs. Davis, I know, he said, bouncing in his seat. "Yes, Sammy." She called on him. "It's 5, he announced proudly. "That's exactly right, Sammy. Excellent work." Mrs. Davis beamed. The whole class clapped, and Lily gave him a big thumbs up. Sammy felt like he was on top of the world. At that moment, he understood what Lily meant. Respecting his teacher by listening carefully had given him a superpower, the superpower of knowing things. From that day on, Sammy became one of the best listeners in the class. He learned about planets, dinosaurs, and how to write amazing stories. His brain garden was now full of beautiful, blooming flowers of knowledge. All because he learned the simple but powerful secret. Listening to your teachers is the key that unlocks the door to learning. And what did Sammy learn? He learned that respecting our teachers isn't just about being quiet. It's about opening our minds to learn from them. It helps us grow smarter, feel proud of ourselves, and succeed in everything we do. School became an even bigger adventure for Sammy, and he couldn't wait to see what new things he would learn each day. So, my wonderful friends, let's all be like Sammy. Let's be amazing listeners and respect our incredible teachers. They work so hard to help us fill our own brain gardens with wonderful knowledge. And when you learn something new, you'll feel that amazing pride, just like Sammy did. Thank you so much for joining our story today on Mimi Kids. We hope you loved it. Remember to always be kind, be curious, and keep on learning. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up so you won't want to miss our next adventure. We can't wait to see you again soon. Bye bye.